Hello and welcome to my kitchen. Today I would like to bake with you Kolaczkis. Kolaczkis are those small cookies that fit perfectly in your mouth and they are very addictive. Every time I have a party, friends over, neighbors, they disappear fast. They're so small, we just keep eating and then, 10 of them, maybe even more. It is a perfect gift if you want to go somewhere, visit a friend, a neighbor, bottle of wine and box of Kolaczkis. I'm telling you, you will be the best neighbor ever. So welcome to my kitchen. Kolaczkis Day. Tiny, yummy cookies. So I need 2 cups of all-purpose flour, pinch of salt, regular packet of cream cheese, 2 sticks of butter, and really any extracts that you prefer, either almond, vanilla, orange, or lemon. Pick your favorite. And that's all it is. This is like the only cookie that doesn't require sugar inside the dough. The reason why, you will have jelly on every single cookie, and jelly already is sweet. And then when all of them are baked, you will put some powdered sugar on top. If you put more sugar in that dough itself, all you will eat is plain sugar. What you will need is either KitchenAid, mix it all together, or just a regular mixer will be fine too. I'm old school. If I have small things to do, I just use a small mixer. If I have bigger things to do, then I use the KitchenAid. So first thing to do is put your softened butter in and blend it until it's creamy white, and then slowly add pieces of cream cheese to it and blend it until smooth. So I have blended the butter and cream cheese and you can see how fluffy it is. And now it's time for the flour. I've got a pinch of salt already in. So I need to be mixing it gently. No more blender, no more mixer, just either wooden spoon or silicone. That's what makes the Kolaczki cookies very delicate. And the nice thing is that once you make the dough, it's your choice what jelly flavors you want to use. My favorite, apricot or peach, and then my son's, strawberry and raspberry. Play with the flavors and you will find what you like best. But I like to mix it, so I have different flavors for different people. Once all of it is incorporated, I like to finish it on the board with my hands. And now that your dough is all mixed and nice and smooth, you will need to put it in the fridge for about an hour or so. This dough is very sticky when warm. That way, when it's cold, it's more solid. So when I roll it and shape it, it's easier. Wrap it in foil and in the fridge for about an hour. Here we go. I had it in my fridge. It wasn't quite an hour yet, but my kids are like, Mom, when are the cookies going to be ready? I'm taking it out a little bit sooner, and you can see it's still soft. So I will try to work with it. Now I will want to flatten it down. And what I'm using is some flour and some powdered sugar. That's why I didn't put any sugar in that dough, because there will be more sugar added each step we take. I want to put too much flour, as I want this dough to be delicate and like melt in your mouth when you eat it. Try to spread it evenly, and believe me, this is the hardest part here, putting it together. Not making the dough, but putting it together. So even pieces like this, and your choice of which flavor of the jelly you want. And you don't have to put a lot. And you fold it this way and squeeze it a little bit. So it's kind of like an envelope. I will try to squeeze my cookie sheet in, and we don't need any fat. My kids cannot wait for those cookies. So if you have a problem of getting it to stick like this, you can actually take a small dish, pour some water, and each time you take a piece to fold it, You can dip your finger in that water and put it on that top part here, and it will stick better for you. Again, keep it in the fridge for a little bit longer so it's not as soft as mine. What does mom do for the children? That's all love for them. And again, if it doesn't want to stick, dip your finger, put some water on top of one corner, and here we go. So those will bake 350 for about 12 minutes. And as every oven is a little different, just look for the edges to start getting brownish a little bit. This is the time to take those out. And those cookies are at my all birthday parties. They tend to disappear. Flour and some powdered sugar. So the hardest part again is rolling it out so it's all even, but it will be easier when your dough is cold. So here we go again. Some of it. And then close it down like tiny envelopes. They fit in your mouth so perfectly. You don't know when you have 10 of them and then, uh-oh, I overate. And even as a gift when you go visit friends, bring those cookies. I have done it so many times. Always happy faces. One great thing about this dough is that you can actually freeze it for up to 6 months and just unfreeze it whenever you feel like making those cookies again. And this is exactly what I do. Make more dough and then freeze it. And every time I feel like having those, it's so much easier to unfreeze and make those. It takes less time, of course. Okay, 350, about 12 minutes or so. It has been 12 minutes. I would like to check on them. And it looks like they do get this brownish on the edges, but maybe one more minute. So my old oven took exactly 12 minutes. This one is new, and it might be a minute or two longer. And now it is about time to take those out. So it took 14 minutes for me in my new oven. So now the next step, wait until those cool off. I can put my powdered sugar on them and they are ready to eat. It is a perfect bite. Okay, Jacob, cookies are ready. Ooh. Julia, do you want a cookie? Which one you want?
Yellow petal.
Yeah, the orange one. How many are you going to eat?
All of them.
All of them? But that's too many. Maybe 2.